24 million Americans, a record number, watched the Fox News Facebook Republican debate on Thursday night, and it left a lot of those Americans saying, tell me more about those 17 candidates. So, Fox News legal analyst Peter Johnson Jr. is here all week long to break down the resumes of the Republican hopefuls. Peter.
Thanks, Steve. First up, former Florida Governor Jeb Bush, the son and brother of Presidents 41 and 43, was the first two-term Republican governor in Sunshine State history. He led this state with a solid, accomplished conservative record, protecting gun rights and saving Floridians $19 billion in taxes. He also shrank government by vetoing over $2 billion in new spending, while still managing to grow Florida's economy by 4.4%. Under his leadership, Florida added 1.3 million jobs, while his support of the state-initiated Common Core education standards has been criticized by some Republicans. He touts the success it has had in his own state. Listen.
High standards, robust accountability, ending social promotion in third grade, real school choice across the board, challenging the teachers union and beating them is the way to go. And Florida's low-income kids had the greatest gains. Inside the country, our graduation rate improved by 50%. That's what I'm for.
He speaks Spanish fluently. His wife, Columba, was born in Mexico and came here to the United States legally. He supports a legal status for undocumented immigrants, but opposes a path to citizenship automatically. Next up, world-renowned neurosurgeon and political newcomer Dr. Ben Carson. In the late 1980s, he made history by successfully separating twins conjoined at the head. Among his many accomplishments, he's also a recipient of the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Carson shot to political stardom at the 2013 National Prayer Breakfast, where he blasted political correctness, overtaxation, and Obamacare, just feet from President Obama himself. With an expertise in health care, Carson champions the idea of tax-exempt health savings accounts. He also channels his faith into the proposal of a flat tax, which he correlates with the Bible's proposed practice of tithing. Listen.
We need a significantly changed taxation system. And the one that I've advocated is based on tithing, because I think God's a pretty fair guy. You make $10 billion, you pay $1 billion. You make $10, you pay $1. And everybody gets treated the same way.
Dr. Carson's biggest challenge will be proving that his lack of political experience is not a drawback, but in fact what this country needs to shake up Washington. And our third and final candidate today, New Jersey Governor Christie. This former federal prosecutor and diehard Bruce Springsteen fan prides himself on his tell-it-like-it-is straight talk. Christie's strong emphasis on homeland security, even sometimes at the expense of personal privacy, resulted in this heated exchange last week at the debate with Senator Rand Paul.
That's a completely ridiculous answer. I want to collect more records from terrorists, but less records from other people. How are you supposed to know, Megyn? When you're sitting in a subcommittee just blowing hot air about this, you can say things like that. When you're responsible for protecting the lives of the American people, then what you need to do is to make sure that you use the system the way it's supposed to work.
Wow. In his first term, Christie secured a 2% cap on property taxes. He also brought the state's unemployment down from a staggering 9.8% to 6.1%. Christie has made national entitlement reform a key issue, proposing raising the age for Social Security and Medicare eligibility and curbing benefits for high earners. He also proposes simplifying the tax code and slashing the corporate tax rate. Still, New Jersey's struggling economy was one of its biggest hurdles, as the state's credit rating has been downgraded a record 9 times. Tomorrow, Steve, we're going to look at the next round of GOP hopefuls, Senator Ted Cruz, Carly Fiorina, and Senator Lindsey Graham. And we're doing it alphabetically.
Okay.
Fair and balanced.
I was wondering how you selected the first three.
Absolutely, yes.
Well, this is really good because so many people, obviously, with 24 million Americans watching on Thursday night. I mean, granted, a lot of people wanted to see Donald Trump and how it all worked out. And they got quite 2 hours. it's good to know that you're explaining a little more behind
We're
them.
going to do all 17 candidates. We're going to do it by the book, by the facts, fair and balanced, what they've done and what they have to face in terms of convincing voters that they're the best GOP candidate to become the president. So we're going to do it straight up, and we're going to do it all the way, and it's going to be fun and informative.
You know, we report, they decide.
You have to.
You do.
Good
All
to see you.
right, Peter, thank you very much.
Be well.